Alright, today we're going to be checking out my M18A1 Claymore by Nicker. Let me open up the box. Right when we first open up the box, it normally has a plastic shrink wrap over the whole thing. Since I had already been testing this, that's gone, but everything's back in here. Pack of cheap BBs. The remote control, small antenna, 4 buttons for 4 separate claymores, and the claymore itself. And it's has a little weight to it. I mean, it's nice. It front towards enemy on the. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the claymore itself. First, we'll start out with the fold down legs with the backstops to firmly place it in the ground. I mean, you can really sit it down and it'll stay put for you. You know, they fold up to get out of the way. I can keep this in the hydration pouch on my plate carrier. Store it out of the way. Extra BBs, loading tool for in the front of it. The other part you want to pay attention to, the safety pin. It just pulls right out. It's just a small little flat piece of metal. When it's in place, you can't discharge the claymore. This is the catch. If you can see, it's got a small eyelet attaching fish line, string, something to do with tripwire. If not, there's always the remote control. Good to about 20-25 feet away, and it consistently works. I've had a couple of the shots I had to hit the button a couple times. Works pretty well. It would go off when you need it to. Well, let's take a look at the inside of the claymore. Pull the safety catch out. I'm going to put my hand on the top here to keep it from springing open. This is under a lot of force. As soon as you hit the button, it wants to fly forward and the catapult launch the BBs. So you push it back once, that sets the claymore. At this point, if it was sitting in the dirt, just a little knock to the little trigger would make the thing go off. So little pump forward, and there it goes. See, I'll try and hold it so you can see it go off here. See, a lot of force, really comes open. Oh, now we're going to take a look at the inside of the M18A1 Claymore. First, you'll notice the bright orange catapult. It pretty tense spring, packs it in there, flings it open, all the BBs come out. It holds about 100 to 200 BBs easily. I can put 2 full speed loaders into it, no problem. The one thing I did notice, the wear on the front cover, on the metal plates, and on the plastic from where the screws hit the front when it's flinging open and when you're trying to close it and refill. Not too bad. If that's the wear and tear that it takes, it's a pretty big piece of steel. It looks pretty beefy. I think it'll take it. The plastic's good and thick. It's not real thin, flimsy. I mean, it's in there pretty good. Here. Now we'll take a look at the electronics that run the remote control. You have an on-off switch. Towards down is off, up is on, at least for my model. You can see right here a red light on the top of the claymore appears, indicating it's on. Off, no light, on with the light. It's run by 9-volt battery. I can two very little screws. You don't want to lose them. And then the battery plate comes out, showing you two 9-volt batteries. It came with some cheap Chinese batteries. I replaced with some good energizers. Gotta love that bunny. Just push the cover back in place. Tighten the screws down. And there you go. When closing the Claymore, because you do not load it like this, I find it easy to just push the front cover up against my chest or stomach or my plate carrier I'd be wearing. Push with my thumbs. You want to get them in close enough that it hits on the metal plate. And then just push on the front. And this top pin is what it holds it together. Give that a nice firm push in. There you go. I personally continue to keep my hand on the top with a good hold until I can put the safety pin back in. You know, you are pointing it at yourself, but at this time it wouldn't be loaded. You put the safety back in, it's ready to go. Overall, I think it was worth it. Paid $130 for my Claymore with the remote, the BBs, the Claymore. Mine, I think it's going to work well for me in the future. The couple times I've used it, and also during this demo, I have nothing but good things to say.